Hi BookTube, it's Amy. I thought I would pop in again here because I got another book in the mail. This one I ordered myself and it's coming from Pennsylvania, USA, from a used bookshop called Ken's Bookhaven. And I believe this is the first time I've ordered anything from this particular shop. But I took it out of the main wrapper and I am impressed with how well this is wrapped. We've got bubble wrap and it looks like paper underneath. So I've got my knife and I will carefully cut through this bubble wrap. Yep, just wrapped in a nice paper. I always like to see a well-wrapped book. A book packaged with care. And here we go. Oh, that has a nice old musty book smell to it. Not a mildewy smell, but rather just a nice, I don't know, it almost smells like spices, like someone had it near their spice cupboard or something. But this is a book titled On the Margins of Old Books. And it's got this lovely gold embossed spine. Quite faded, quite worn, no dust jacket. Boards are just plain. We've got bumped corners, but I am more interested in what's on the inside. And so we've got somebody's inscription here. 1965, but it's actually somebody's full address. So I'm not going to show you the full address. It's very doubtful this person is still living at the same address they were at in 1965, but they put their full address in the front here, which makes me wonder if it was some sort of assisted living facility or something. Because I can't imagine why else someone would write their full address. Oh, and the paper in this book is quite interesting. It definitely feels like more of a cheaper paper, almost like construction paper in nature. And we've got this lovely cover page here, title page. New York, 1929, On the Margins of Old Books by Jules Lemaitre, translated by Clarence Stratton. So this is a new thing to add to my collection of old books about books. My first work in translation. And I'm going to take a wild guess and guess at French here. Yes, that would be French because we have a dedication here in the front of the book in French. Yep, so table of contents. To serve as preface, old books addressed to the French Academy, On the Margin of the Iliad, The Innocent Diplomacy of Helen, On the Margin of the Odyssey, On the Margin of Zendavesta, On the Margin of Romagna, On the Margin of the Aeneid, and On the Margin of the Gospels, and so on. The Golden Legend, a couple of works in French whose titles I'm not recognizing here. The Decameron, Don Quixote, Madame de Savant, La Fontaine, Fables of Finland, never heard of that one. Proclamations of General Bonaparte. So this looks like it's going to be a collection of chapters, a collection of essays on various famous literary works. So perhaps the sort of things that you might write in the margins of books. And so let's see what the preface says. So this is an address to the French Academy, this preface. Gentlemen, it seems to me that all collectors, unless the object of the mania is decidedly absurd, are worthy of respect to a certain degree. They combat and retard at one point universal and inevitable destruction. They save and preserve the past and a selected past. And I'm just scanning this here as he goes on to talk about marginalia, so about the things that owners and readers write in the pages. These are exceptional joys for opulent amateurs. They are more accessible treasures, not without their charm. For example, a good old classic contemporary with its author in good condition, with generous margins and original binding, Morocco perhaps. The text of these old books seems better in them than in a modern reprinting. And he goes on to talk about how old leaves are full of life. And I'm just scanning here to see what his final point perhaps is. This is quite a long preface, so I'm not going to read the whole thing aloud here. So I believe what he's doing here is sharing with us in each chapter the sort of things that he has written in the margins of great works, and embellishing them a bit, and taking us into more of a narrative and storytelling way. But we'll see. I will dig into this in the next couple of weeks and report back on it. And I don't know what I'm smelling, but it smells so nice.